Hey, what's up, hunters? I'm actually gonna bring you guys a fight with Kirin. Now, Kirin is not hard by any means, and I might not be talking as much in this video or I might be blabbering about some random stuff. Now, for the reason that Kirin isn't the hardest monster to fight, so there isn't really much to talk about. As long as you're dodging lightnings and you're hitting them in the face, that's pretty much all you need to know. Now you're gonna be watching me do that exactly. Now we're gonna try not to get hit in the face or not to get hit by the lightning in general, because that's gonna suck. Now let's talk about the build. The 5 constitutions, you guys should already know. This is just a filler. You don't need it. We're only replacing the gems that we should have, like Mighty Bow or normal shot or spread shot, because we're actually running normal shot on this build from the Diablos Nero Greaves. So we're not running the spread shot jewel. We're also not going to be using a crit boost jewel. Now this build is a bit different from the actual build I like to use against Kirin, but I can't use that build because not a lot of people have 3 augmentations for the Anjanet bow. Now we're using the Anjanet bow because with just 1 augmentation and 1 crit eye jewel, if you run the strategic spectacles and 1 crit eye jewel with 1 infinity augmentation, you will have 0 or neutral crit. So we're also going to be running weakness exploit, which is going to give us 50. So we're going to have a 50% chance of landing a crit. Now the actual build I like to use against Kirin is going to be this build. Now this build is a bit different. It's actually a lot better, but you are required to have 3 augmentations for infinity with Anjanet so that you can actually have a crit boost. Now you can have the same build without doing this. You can go with, I think it's 1 infinity and 2 slots, or 1 infinity 2 attacks, or yeah, that's pretty much the only 2, because if you go for 1 infinity and health is probably the worst thing you can go for bow at least. So 1 infinity and 2 attacks, or 1 infinity 2 slots, or 3 infinity is perfectly fine. Now this build right here is actually 3 infinity, and it comes with all these in there in this build. Now with this build in particular, you can actually kill Kirin really fast. You can kill him in under 3 minutes for sure with this build, as long as you're accurate. Under 2 minutes, it requires you to be perfect, 100% accurate without missing. Has to be perfect so that you can get him in under 2. Now we're going to be running the Impact Mantle, which is what we always run against Kirin. The reason why evasion is not the best, if you use evasion, you can only dodge. You can only dodge his kick, you can only dodge his headbutt, or you can only dodge his lightning strikes. Now you're going to have to pick and choose, because trying to dodge either one of those things is not hard, but it takes a little bit of timing, especially the lightning strike. Now Rocksteady is another mantle I do not recommend for you to use in this fight, because it really doesn't make much of a difference, since Kirin doesn't have a roar and Kirin doesn't have a heavy hit move that really knocks you out. So for the most part, the Impact Mantle is going to be really good. You're going to see why. We're going to be running the Impact Mantle. I think we should be able to knock out Kirin 4 times or 3 times with the Impact Mantle. So let's go ahead, let's get our food buff, and let's get ready to play against Kirin. Now if you bring your cat, the fight becomes a lot easier. If you bring your cat, because your cat's gonna add that extra damage that you need from the Meow Lataf cocktails. So it adds that extra explosive damage, which is what you want. So let's go right ahead. Oops. Now, like I said in the beginning, I might not be talking for this one as much, because Kirin isn't really that hard and there's not much to explain. So let's get to it. Alright, the first thing you want to do... Oh man, lucky us, Kirin actually spawned all the way upstairs. Let's see how well we do trying to get all the way up there and fight Kirin. Another thing, you guys are gonna see why we use the normal shot for this run and not the spread shot. I think normal shot would be better just against Kirin in general, but if you have both of them, if you have the option to carry both, then carry both. It's probably the best thing you can use. So let's get ready, let's get all our buffs going. Come up here. Alright. The only thing you gotta be paying attention with Kirin is pretty much the area. Now, with the impact mantle, you pretty much, as soon as Kirin gets up, he'll pretty much get knocked over again. Every time he goes down once, if you still have the impact mantle, he always gets knocked over. Now he's just gonna get up and we have to try and knock him over again before the impact mantle runs out. Alright. Let's get all of the rest of our... Alright, there we go. Now, there we go. We got him knocked out again. So now we ran out of the impact mantle. He should go down one more time. Once that one more time kicks in, that's when he'll die. There we go. We stopped him from running away. Last thing we want is for him to run away. I mean, if you want to beat him safely, then let him go and let him sleep. But if you don't care and you just want to beat it as fast as possible, then try to kill him here. Just remember that Kirin moves a lot and he is very annoying to fight. Right here is where he should be dying soon. There we go. Now let's actually see if we got him, if we beat him fast enough to be under 3, but I doubt it since we actually had to climb up here. 313. That's not a bad run though. You can actually do pretty good. 313. Nice. Alright, if you guys actually found this helpful, by any means actually helpful, this is actually just me trying to show you that Mighty Bow isn't like the thing that you really need to get under 5. You can get under 5 without Mighty Bow. I've been doing it without Mighty Bow for a very long time until I finally did get Mighty Bow. Once I did get Mighty Bow, of course Mighty Bow is actually really useful. It's actually really strong for bow builds. But if you guys did find this useful, just leave a like. If you guys would like to subscribe to see more, then subscribe. Share the video with your friends or practice by just redoing Kirin over and over again and then just showing your friends how fast you can do Kirin on your own. But if anything, guys, I will be catching you guys later. Peace out and good night.